Hi everyone, in this video we are going to check the third case where we can use the what if analysis, which is scenario manager. And if you remember the first video, I explained that if you need to see the impact of more than one input variable, scenario manager is the best fit for that, because a data table allows you to change up to 2 input variables, whereas goal-seek only allows you to adjust value of 1 variable at a time. But sometimes managers may want to understand the combined effect of multiple input variables on an output variable. And Scenario Manager allows you to create and compare up to 32 possible scenarios based on multiple input variables. And you can use Scenario Manager to create a summary report that shows both the input values stored in each scenario and the results. So we will continue with the Claire's case. And Claire has several job offers from 3 different companies that she's interested in working for. So this is a great case for scenario manager. Why? Because she has 3 different offers, and 3 different offers have different starting salary, salary increase, saving rate, and company match. The first offer is from a national healthcare company located in the city Claire currently lives in, and it offers an annual salary of $60,000 and a 3.5% company match on retirement savings. And historical salary data show that employees of the company tend to receive a stable salary increase of 3% each year. Due to the relatively low cost of living in the college town where Claire lives, Claire projects that she will be able to save an extra 5% of her salary for retirement, which is going to bump her saving rate to 15%. The second offer comes from a small startup company that is located in metropolitan area. While the starting salary of $48,000 is lower than what Claire expected, the company shows great growth potential and will likely increase employee salaries at a faster pace, around 5%. In addition, the company boasts excellent benefits, including a 5% company match on retirement saving. And finally, the third offer is from a global consulting company in a metropolitan area. The company offers a salary of $65,000 and an average of 4% annual salary increase. However, the company only offers 2% match for retirement saving. So faced with these choices, Claire wants to understand how accepting these job offers would impact her retirement saving after 10, 20, and 30 years. And we are going to use a scenario manager to help Claire evaluate these scenarios. And here on the screen, you see the retirement calculator data. We first identify the input variables for each of the scenarios. In this case, each job offer comes with a different starting salary, as you see here, salary increase annually, saving rate, and company match. To construct the first scenario for the offer from the national healthcare company, we will click on data and then what if analysis and scenario manager. And then we have the scenario manager dialog box, and we are going to choose add to open and edit scenario dialog box. And we are going to enter here national healthcare company and select cells C3 to C6. These are the cells that we are changing to evaluate the results. If the changing cells are non-adjacent, you can press and hold the control key while selecting each cell. And then we are going to click OK. In the scenario values dialog box, the starting salary is going to be $60,000. So we need to change this. And the increase is 3%. And the saving rate is 15%. And then the contribution is 3.5. And click Add to another scenario. In the Edit Scenario dialog box, this time we are going to enter small startup company. And again, the changing cells are going to be C through to C6 as in the previous scenario. And then we are going to click OK. And here in the Scenario Values dialog box, we are going to enter 48,000. And salary increase is 5%. And then saving is 10%. And finally, the company match is 5%. And then click Add to add another scenario. And in the Edit Scenario dialog box, this time we are going to enter Global Consulting Company. Again, the cells we're going to change is C3 to C6 and click OK. And here in the scenario values dialog box, the salary is going to 65 and the increase is 4% and saving is 10% and the company match is only 2%. And then click OK. And now we have all these three scenarios are added and then close. To view the scenarios that you have created, you can go again Data and What If Analysis and click on Scenario Manager. In the scenario list box, select the name of the scenario you want to see and click Show. And the input values associated with the scenario will appear in the respective changing cells, and the calculated output values are changed based on the input values. As you see, the salary becomes 60, salary increases 3%, 15, and so on. And the values has changed in the Excel file. And you can experiment with different scenarios on your own to see how the ending balance changes when you switch from one scenario to another. And we can close and see that the ending value for the first company, National Healthcare Company, the retirement account turns out to be after 30 years, $1,295,037.02. And you can try with other scenarios and see the ending values. And the existing scenarios can also be edited or deleted in the Scenario Manager dialog box. And Scenario Manager also allows us to display and compare results from multiple scenarios in the same report. Again, Data, What If Analysis, and Scenario Manager. And you can choose the summary here. And the summary option in the Scenario Manager produces a scenario summary report that displays the different scenarios and their results. Click Summary, and you will see that two options we have here. One of them is Scenario Summary, and the other one is Scenario Pivot Table. The Pivot Table report option produces the report in the pivot table format and only lists the resulting values but not the input values. Therefore, the Scenario Summary report format is often more comprehensive and useful in decision making. So therefore, we are going to select Scenario Summary. And here, as you see, the cells, result cells we are going to use are G21, G31, and G41. The reason we use these cells because these cells contain the formulas for computing the ending balance after 10, 20, and 30 years. And we are going to click OK here. And the resulting scenario summary report is going to be displayed in a separate Excel worksheet. And the report lists the input values for the three scenarios as well as the balances after 10, which is G20, after 20, G31, and after 30 years, which is G41, respectively, under each scenario. The result indicates that the job offer from National Healthcare Organization results in the highest retirement saving after 10, 20, and 30 years. The increased saving rate due to low cost of living of the college town plays a key role in growing the retirement saving. Despite offering the highest starting salary, the offer from the global consulting firm, as you see here, finishes last in terms of retirement savings after 20 and 30 years. While the startup company offers the lowest starting salary, which resulted in a lower retirement saving balance after the first 10 years, it outperforms the global consulting company scenario after 20 and 30 years due to better salary growth potential and employee benefits it offers. So this is how you use the Scenario Manager in What If Analysis. Thank you for watching this video.